first down. This is McCaffrey. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
To Hakeem Butler.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining. Quarter. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive.
Intended.
But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
To DeAndre Swift.
Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
1st down, Detroit.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing deep for Galladay.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And here now the punter, Fox, as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line.
20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe in.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Yards, and the Lions will take over.
Their own 48-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. From the gun, here's Stafford.
He's going to let this go deep for Allison.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think on their holiday shopping list right now, what's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. To throw, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Bridgewater getting this complete to McCaffrey.
There he goes, left side. His 19th touchdown now on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after try forthcoming. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Lions nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taking.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Stafford. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
14. 1st down, Detroit.
Now Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, look, we're watching it.
This is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And all the way down to the 26. A big 3rd down play there for the Panthers. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
The carry.
Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Eluding the pressure right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Again, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that
5-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
I call it no gain there on the 1st down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been. Yeah, that's a big miss. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal.
Will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the 21-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Here's Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. He's got a man complete. And some room to maneuver. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Complete. Fumble on the play. Recovered by Detroit.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
First down.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And it is now 21-0. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
On first down, it's Stafford. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
First down.
Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks are just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
At the Panthers' 17-yard line.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Running for it, here's Peterson. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Panthers... This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. He's got his man, it's Butler. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
At the 23-yard line.
Hey, Mike 51. Right here. 51's the mic. Hey, keep it up.
To the air again with Bridgewater. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game.
Head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are and hopefully they can correct them.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Brown, the big rookie, in there to drop him for the loss. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here for Davis. Hard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
He was brought down by...
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Lions' 42-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jamie Collins just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Coleman. Double check my math, but it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double checking it, but the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And the Lions' 1st down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Stafford. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Swift. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Throwing is Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From 6 yards away. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end.
They just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Joe. There as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 16-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 16. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Pick up at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Desmond Trufant. What a nightmarish game he's having now that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again, Stafford. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Detroit.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And the Lions.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. They'll run with Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Touchdown,
DeAndre Swift. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions able to get this. Point good by Prater. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now this throw caught left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Open man, Butler complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 25.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down right around the 25.
22.
Push just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
25-yard.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
It's 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good. You go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 26.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Complete to DeAndre Swift. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 47-yard line.
Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
The tackle by
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now it's Stafford. Got a man, that's Allison. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Stafford now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Corn Elder.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. He's going to look deep for more. And got his man complete.
It's over. It's over.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Carolina, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Lions, add another loss to the pile as they drop.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
On second down, Swift. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Watson. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return will stop right around the 20. On how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
On first down, Justin Herbert to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
45-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points.
Take over 1st and 10. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, it's Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
22's coming, 22's coming. Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up.
Out of the gun, Watson. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st down, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they take possession of the first quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Herbert on first down now. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Herbert off of play action. This will be caught at about the 5. That catch good for only a couple.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A pickup of 2. Brings up
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Colts 10, Browns nothing.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. So that'll back him up 5. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Colts 17, Browns nothing. Matt Prater set.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And not much happening on the return.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Throwing again is Watson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Swift. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a first down throw. Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marcus Davenport showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked by now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
At the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
36-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
An 8-yard
That'll go down as a loss of 8. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Again, Herbert. And Adams has it complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Herbert back to the air. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
To the air again, Herbert. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Brings up 4th and goal.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check 3, check 18.
On 4th down, Herbert. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he finds the tight end, Reed.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, Huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's Richie James on the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their...
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill at the 28-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devontae Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's James. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
After the sack on 1st down, Watson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Browns send out their punter now. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And the Panthers looking pretty good. Their lead growing even further. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dawson Knox in the final seconds of the first half. And this offense continues to pour it on.
And that's
and now they're going to fake it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.